Welcome, hockey fans. I'm Chris Farmer, the voice of the Miners, and this is Logan Lake Miners Hockey. Tonight we got the Miners taking on the Montana Tech Diggers for round 2. These two teams played each other last night, and we will see how this one goes. A couple of changes in the lineup here for the Miners. Schaefer is out, Watson is in, Basic is out, Lario is in, and Carter Greenway makes his start. Here we go. Lights are back on. Players are doing up their helmets. We're getting ready for some hockey.
Move the scoreboard on here down.
Starting lineup for the Diggers. We've got McCarthy, Holland, and Kelly with Benoit and Elam on defense. For the Miners, we've got Buzzle, we've got Mistel, we've got Poncelet, Chatty, and Battle. And again, Greenway with the start. Diggers get the puck down deep in Miners territory to start. Here's Mistel coming up the wall. He loses control. That's kept in by the Diggers. Holland tries to pass out front. McCarthy's got it now. Puck rolls off his stick. He takes a bump along the wall there from Buzzle. Diggers turn center of the puck. There, he get a shot. Goes up over the net and out of play first for a whistle.
No, I'm just going to say. I'm supposed to do the computer. I can do it. So serious. What do I have to do?
You just gotta do like start and stop for the time and then put the goals out. Diggers win the draw. Shot from the point from Benoit. That's blocked in front. Sam clears the zone. It's knocked back into the zone by Benoit. Sanger now. Sanger tries to stretch it out to Turner, but that goes behind him and all the way down to the ice for icing. The Diggers got Shaq, McKay, and Delici out for this draw. Diggers lose control of that draw. Sanger's got it now. Sanger around his net. Makes a nice little move there, loses control. Backhand pass there from Turner to Sam. Sam hits it back to Sanger. Sanger hits the line, dumps it in on net. That's swallowed up by Rolfson. Smithiter settles in for the draw here against Shaq, down to the left of the Diggers goalie. Lario now. Lario tries a quick shot that goes left of the net. McKay's in there. He gets muscled off the puck by Lario. Rack behind his own net. He takes a bump in the corner. Good forechecking here by the Miners. Got a lot of pressure on their defense. Nielsen keeps that one in the line. He puts it down deep for Smithiter. Smithiter gets a stick on that, but it's poked quite away by Rack. Rack puts up the wall to Delici. Quick shot there from Nielsen. Padded over to the side to McKay. McKay clears the zone on a backhand. And that's going to go all the way down for an ice. Shaq settles in for a draw to the right of his goalie against Robertson. It's a tie-up draw. The Diggers get control. Rack clears it out of the zone. That might be a little bit too hard there. It's going to get all the way down for another icing. Not much flow to the start of this game. A lot of face-offs already, and we're not even 2 minutes in. There we go, Shaq and Robertson again. Shaq wins that, but Pierce jumps through and is able to get a quick shot that fires that one over the net. Comes out of the zone. Nielsen races back into his zone. And he's got Watson back there with them. Robertson circles. Nielsen puts it up the wall. Tries to get it to Price, but that goes just out of his reach. Robertson with speed. He's driving the net. Well, good reach in there by Ash, the defenseman, and pokes that out back of the stick and knocks it away from him. Quick pass out front. Watson pinches in from the point. He's circling around. He looks for Chatty. Passes just off target. Chatty gets a quick shot in. That goes high over the net. Robertson back to Chatty. Over to Watson. Watson, he tries backdoor to Robertson, just out of his reach. Robertson now spinning in the corner. Cycles it back down low to Pierce. Pierce loses control along the wall. He gets it back, puts it back to Chatty. Chatty walks the line, takes a quick wrist shot. That goes off a leg. Price back to Chatty again. Chatty puts it back down low. Ball goes all the way around the wall. That's kept in by Watson. Watson puts it back down deep into Diggers territory. Chatty puts that down low. There's Shaq for the Diggers. Shaq gets knocked down. Quick shot here by Poncelet. Nice big rebound, but it's cleared away by the Diggers. Watson keeps it in at the line. He tries a nice little soft pass down in the middle, but he can't quite find his target. Good effort there by Rack to get it out with one hand and clear the zone and relieve the pressure for the Diggers. Chatty will drop pass there for Watson. Watson takes his time behind his own net, lets his teammates set up. Up boards to Chatty. Chatty tries to stretch past to Buzzle, but that's out of his reach. Mistel racing after it. And he almost beat that one out, but he still gets called for icing. Holland and Buzzle here. Buzzle wins that one to the wall to Chatty. Chatty leaves it there for Watson. Watson backhand pass up the wall to Mistel. Mistel to Buzzle. Buzzle tries to find Poncelet, but that just misses him and goes off the boards. Poncelet has it down in the corner. He's looking out front. Quick stop. Nice little stick handle through the feet. Poncelet in the corner. Oh, and we got a whistle. Oh, net came off its moorings there. Gordon goes in to take this face off against Holland down to the left of the goalie. Miners win the draw. Turner tries a quick shot, and that goes off a skate and deflects just outside. Here comes Kelly. Kelly comes in over the line, takes a quick shot, that goes high over the net. Holland has it along the wall, gets it back to Beer. Beer puts it back down deep. Kazumi for the Miners. He's got Kelly all over him. Kelly pins him to the wall. McCarthy comes in to help. Gordon comes out with it, puts it off the wall to Sam. Sam tries to chip it around number 55, but doesn't quite get out of the zone. Kazumi tries to pass across to Singer. Singer's able to get that one up through the neutral zone. Holland now. Holland for the Diggers. He gains the blue line, tries a quick shot. That's blocked by Kazumi. Kazumi up the wall now. Takes his pass, tries to cut through the middle. That's poked away by Delici. McLennan, nice little quick little move there, but he runs into traffic. McKay's able to dump that back down. Greenway out now. Greenway puts it to Chatty. Chatty flicks it up over the net to McLennan. McLennan stumbles there in the corner. Chatty chips that puck up the wall to Lario. Lario tries to put it up to Schmideter, but that gets tangled up in his feet. Schmideter now back to Lario. Pinched off there at the top of the circles by Shaq and Elam. Chatty pass up to Schmideter. Schmideter chips that one off the wall, tipped into the zone by Lario. McLennan in on the forecheck. Benoit's got it. Benoit takes a little bump from McLennan. Schmideter picks that puck up off the wall. Here's McLennan now. McLennan back out front, tries to find Lario, but that puck gets intercepted. Chatty kind of fans on the backhand to send it back down deep, but he gets control in the neutral zone, passes it across ice to Lario. Lario's pinched off on the wall. Nowhere to go, so he tries to go cross ice back to Chatty. Benoit has it down in the corner. He's pinned in the wall here by Schmideter. Lario's in there digging away. Lario pokes it free. Looking back to the point, he finds Battle. Battle goes cross ice to Chatty. Chatty quick shot. Goes off the glove of the goalie, but comes all the way around and out of the zone. Battle races back into his own zone. Looking for someone to stretch it out to. Tries to find Lario. It gets through to him. Lario's able to lift that one high into the zone and come off for a change. Elam cross ice to his D partner Benoit. Benoit tries to stretch that one up to number 1, but he can't get a handle on it. 25 puts that one up, but it's held in at the line. Here's Price. Price takes a quick shot. That's on net. Rebound cleared away by the Diggers. Number 1 tries to get it up to 25. That's picked off by Keener in the neutral zone. He's able to get that down deep. Here's Watson now. Watson, he's got pressure on him. Spins back off. Tries to feed that one up ice to Robertson, but misses his pass. Puck's cleared away from the front of the net by the Miners. Robertson's able to clip that one up the wall. Get it out of the zone. Pierce runs his man Ratch over on the corner. Watson now. Watson cycling the puck out from behind his net. He's picking up speed. Kelly's getting in the way of that pass, and here's one. Number 1 takes a quick shot. That goes wide. Poncelet for the Miners on the wall. He gets it up to Robertson. Robertson, quick move in the middle, and he gets that down deep and goes off for a change. Poncelet on the forecheck. Poncelet gets in there against Rack. Rack bumps him in the corner. Miners are able to get control of that and put it back down deep. Buzzle in on that one. Quick shot from the point by Kazumi, blocked by Kelly. Kelly racing back down. He's got Holland with him. He drops that back. He takes a quick shot. That's blocked in front by Nielsen. Nielsen puts it across to Mistel. Ash now. Ash for the Diggers puts that one on net. Holland rebound. That's kicked away by Greenway. Kelly behind the net with Holland. He puts that out all the way through, and Poncelet intercepts that pass in their way with numbers. Poncelet, quick little toe drag, but he's knocked off stride by Rack. Rack's playing a physical game tonight, a lot more than he was yesterday. Mistel off the wall. Tries to cut to the middle to get a quick shot, but he's got guys all over him. And Kelly's able to pick that one up and clear the zone. Singer's all the way back. That icing's waved off. Both teams are changing. There's a lot of room out there right now. Singer tries to stretch it out to Turner, but that pass misses his target. Diggers clear the zone. And Shaq knocks that one in. He's got McKay with him. McKay on the forecheck. He ties his guy up on the wall. Delici intercepts. Puck's loose in front. McKay tries to get a shot, but he can't quite get it away. Shaq back to the point. 55. He takes a quick shot. That gets through off the post and in. Diggers score. I don't think Greenway was able to see that one. It was a seeing eye, a little wrist shot from the point. Made it all the way through off the inside of the post. Smitterter settles in for the draw against Shaq here. Smitterter wins that one. Back to Battle. Battle goes backhand across to Chatty. Chatty loses a handle on it. That's knocked in deep by McKay. Battle's got Shaq pressuring him around behind the net. Tries to put up the wall, but there's nobody there. Here's Lario now. Lario puts it across to Chatty, who dumps it up to McLennan. McLennan into the zone with speed. Tries to make a move around the defenseman. Drops that back to Schmittiter. Schmittiter circles, puts it high to the point to Chatty. Chatty tries to walk. That's kept in by Schmittiter. Schmittiter has his stick all tangled up from the defenseman. Lario now in the corner. A little spin back. He's pushed off stride by Beer. The puck's bouncing around down there. Now it gets up out of the zone. Chatty puts it right back down deep. Nobody down there chasing that one. It gets all the way around on that delayed offside. Watson up to McLennan. McLennan winds up, takes a shot. That's blocked by 55. Quick pass out front. Oh, and the net comes off. Robertson settling in for the draw against Keener. Diggers get control of that face-off. A little bit of a scramble draw down there. Now Price has it. He tries to find somebody out front, but there's nobody there. Bielchini has it now. He gets across the Miners line, tries to go to the outside, but that's knocked away from him. Pierce falls, trying to break it out. Puck gets knocked back down in Miners territory. Nielsen to Watson, up to Pierce. Pierce backhand up the wall, kept in there by Bielchini. There's Watson now. Watson's got Price and Robertson. Robertson tries a quick shot. That's blockered away by the goaltender. Bielchini has it on the boards here for the Diggers. That's kept in now by Nielsen. Nielsen tries to get that shot through to the net, but it goes off his stick and wide. Watson centers that puck, gets all the way through and out the other side, and the Diggers are able to clear the zone. Robertson now pass up to Watson. Watson chips it up to Pierce. Pierce knocked off stride by Keener. Benoit chips it up there to Elam. Elam tries to find Holland. That's intercepted. Now it's in the feet of Buzzell. Keener is able to find that puck and get it down into deep territory and get off for a change. Watson tries to find a man, but he misses his target. There's Holland now. Holland, quick shot. That's gloved by Greenway. Holland and Buzzell on the face-off to the left of Greenway. Diggers get control. McCarthy jumps in and picks that puck up, puts it back to Holland, goes through to Benoit. Benoit gets that shot all the way through, and Greenway swallows that up. Holland and Buzzell on the draw. Holland tries to go forward. Buzzell keeps that one in his feet. Benoit Tries a quick shot, but that's blocked by Buzzle. Good job there to get out and block it, get in the way of that shot. Kazumi gets the puck to Buzzle. Buzzle chips it off the wall, looking for Mistel, but that's intercepted by Elam. Singer comes in for support, picks that one up and gets it down into Digger territory. Benoit, he's bumped in the corner by Poncelet. Poncelet alone in front. He can't get the shot away. Here's McCarthy now. McCarthy goes cross ice to Kelly. Kelly gets the zone. He's got Holland and McCarthy with him. Kelly puts it out front. Nobody there. Poncelet intercepts. He goes in, tries to go wide on Ash, but Ash ties him up as he cuts to the inside. Poncelet centers. The puck was loose in the crease just for a second, but nobody was there to tap it in. Here's Kelly now. Kelly tries to gain the line. He runs into two Miners who slow him up. Holland gets slowed up. He pushes on Poncelet. They have a little bit of chat behind the play. Meanwhile, the puck goes down deep into Digger territory. McCarthy's got it now. He takes a bump on the wall. Miners are able to dig that out and get it down deep behind the net. Sam forechecking out. Well, here's a stretch pass to Holland. Holland's alone on a breakaway. He gets a quick shot, but that's a pad save by Greenway. Miners are able to clear that out and make them regroup. Rack tries to find Shaq up the ice, but it misses him. Now we got Battle. Now Battle with up to Turner. Turner with the puck, picking up some speed. He tries to toe drag that guy, and he pokes it away. Now Shaq tries to find Delici, but is picked off by Schmieder. Schmieder gains the line. Quick release there, but Ash gets a stick on that one. Here's Shaq now. Shaq tries to get it up to Delici. He's pulled down from behind, but no call. There's Watson up to Schmieder. Schmieder's got a step. Quick shot. Stopped by Rolfson. Shaq and Sam battle on the wall. Schmieder comes in to help, gets it back to Watson. Watson tries to get a shot through. That's tipped by Sam, but it's stopped by Rolfson. Shaq tries to clear, but he fans on that pass. McLennan tries to get it down deep. Beard intercepts that one. That's kept in there at the line by Watson. Schmieder now. Schmieder backhand down low. He's got McLennan. Rebound. He saved it. Rolfson, nice save off Lario. Keep it at a 1-0 lead. That puck's tipped down all the way down by Shaq. Shaq races after it to beat out the icing. Here's Watson with the puck. Watson's looking up ice, finds McLennan. McLennan cross ice to Schmieder. Schmieder winding up. He gets the line. He's got Lario with him. Puck gets poked just outside of the line. They have to regroup. Here's Koizumi. Kazumi back over to Singer. Singer way up to Lario. Lario just tips that one off the wall and goes down deep and goes after it. He's got Robertson with him. Beer is able to clear that up the wall. Robertson has it now. Tries to find Pierce out front. That goes just past his foot. Here's 55. 55 takes a bump there from Pierce. Singer gets that one back in low. Robertson puts that across ice to Lario. Lario, quick shot. Saved by Rolfson. Rebound into the corner. Lario puts it to Pierce. Pierce circles around. Tries a quick shot, but that's blocked by 55. Rolfson's made some nice saves here for the Diggers, keeping them in this one with that 1-0 lead. Robertson wins that draw to Pierce. Pierce puts it through a defenseman's feet, but he can't quite reach the puck on the other side. Chatty up the wing. Pierce chips that one in. Elam's able to clear that out, and back to Chatty now. Chatty's looking for somewhere to go. Off the wall to Pierce. Pierce tries to chip that one deep, but it goes a little bit too high over the glass. Robertson, nice clean draw there. Jumps the stick to Chatty. Chatty backhand to Battle. Battle quick one touch up to Robertson. Pierce now. Pierce can't keep the puck on his stick. It rolled off the toe and it's cleared by Benoit. Battle across to Chatty. Chatty takes that off his skate. Back behind the net to Battle. Battle up the boards to Pierce. Pierce kicks that up. He's looking up ice for a pass. Finds Robertson. Robertson's got Price with him. Robertson cuts in, quicks a quick shot. That goes just wide of the net. Chatty's there. He puts that on net. Nice save by Rolfson. Rebound comes out. Buzzle shoots. That's glove down. I think we got the net came off again. Yep. Buzzle directing traffic. He's trying to set something off on the draw here. Let's see how it works. Refs are trying to solidify these posts as that net's come off 3 or 4 times already. Buzzle wins the draw back to Nielsen. Quick shot there. That hits a body in front. Diggers are able to clear the zone. Nielsen puts the puck back to Watson. Watson looking for somewhere to go. Puts it up ice looking for Poncelet, but his stick was tied up. Gets all the way down. Now Elam now. He gets the puck knocked off his stick by Mistel. A quick shot in there. Nielsen can't quite keep that one in. Watson circles back. Tries to go up ice to Buzzle, but that's picked off by Benoit. He read that stretch pass. Puck battle here. Benoit comes out with it. He circles, shoots. That hits a body in front. Rebounds there. Ash tries a shot with Greenway's pads in the way. McKay puts that one back down behind the net. Mistel's there. Mistel circling back around the corner. Cuts out in front of his net. Picks up some speed. Finds some ice. Here he goes down the wall. Chips it past Ash and goes after it. Mistel got it down the corner. Benoit takes a run at him, knocks him down. Now Shaq has it. Knocked off the puck by Kazumi. Singer, quick shot from the point. Rebound there in front for Sam, but he can't quite get a handle on it. Puck goes back to the point, but that skips over the stick of Kazumi and gets all the way back down into minor zone for icing. We got Gordon, Turner, and Sam out here for the Miners with Sanger and Kazumi. So Gordon and Keener on the draw here. Gordon wins the draw back to Sanger. Sanger puts it down low in the corner to Turner. Turner spins off his check, puts it cross ice to Kazumi. He takes a quick shot. That gets all the way through, but hits a leg and goes just wide. Sanger back down in the corner looking for Turner. Turner pokes it over to Sam. Back to Turner. Turner getting out of the corner. He's looking out to the middle. You get 2 sticks on him, but Singer's able to keep that in at the point. Get lost in his feet. And the Diggers are able to clear that out and reduce the pressure. Gordon back around the net to Kazumi now. Kazumi up the wall. He chips it to Turner. Turner can't handle that pass. Kazumi chips it off the wall to Sanger, up to Gordon. Gordon cross ice to Turner. He tips that in and they go off for a change. There's Benoit now for the Diggers. He's stretching it way up ice to Holland. And Holland just tips it down to no icing there. Chatty puts it around the wall to Lario. Lario has it in his feet and kicks it off the wall and gets it up now to Smithiter. There's 3 Miners. Smithiter pass across to McLennan. McLennan gets a stick on that, but it's gloved down by Rolfson. We got Smithiter now facing off against Holland to the right of Rolfson in Digger territory. Diggers get control of that. They try to bank it off the wall. They get it up to Kelly. Kelly loses control. That's poked away by Chatty, who gets it back down deep for the Miners and goes after it. Chatty in on Beer. Chatty bumps him. Here's Holland. Holland gets that one out to McCarthy. McCarthy up the middle. He's checked from behind by Lario. Puck comes free to Battle. Battle gets it to Smithiter. Smithiter back up to Lario. Lario's got Kelly looking at him. He puts it through his feet to Smithiter. Smithiter takes a bump from Benoit. Now Holland. Holland looking up ice, trying to find Kelly. That gets all the way past him, down for an icing. Here's Robertson and Holland now. Robertson wins that clean lead of Pierce. Or Price, sorry. Price with a quick shot. Another quick shot there from Nielsen. That gets through to Rolfson, but he's able to hold on to that one. Robertson settles in against Delici to the left of the Diggers goalie. Pierce goes in, battling in the corner. He's got Price with him. Price tries to put it out front to Robertson. Missed him. Delici intercepts. Gains center. Tries to chip that up to Shaq. Now we got a little bit of a foot wrestle here with the puck. Right along in front of the benches. A lot of hacking and whacking. The puck's not really moving too far. Here's Pierce now down into Diggers territory. Tries to put it around and find Robertson, but that rolls all the way up to Kazumi. Robertson tries to put that across the front, but it's intercepted by Delici. Delici's checked from behind by Price, so he just dumps that down into Miners territory. Here's Watson now with it, settling things down, circling out in front of his own net. Skating up ice as the Miners go off for a change. Watson gains the line, goes wide around 55, around behind the net, looks out front. Can't find his target, but here's Pierce. He takes a shot, blocked by 55. And that's cleared out of the zone. Here's Watson again. Watson looks up and he finds Buzzle. Buzzle back around for Poncelet. One's able to knock it back in. 55 off the wall to 1. 1 chips it up to 25. 25 gets it down deep. Oh, and we've got a penalty coming. Penalty behind the play. Interference looks like to Buzzle of the Miners. So the first power play of the game goes to the Diggers with 8.9 seconds to go in the first period. Diggers are up 1-0. Delici on the draw. He's got Holland behind him. McCarthy out in front. Elam over on the right wing and Benoit up top. The Miners have Gordon, Turner, Singer, and Kazumi out there on the penalty kill. Tie-up draw. The Miners are able to clear it outside the line. So that'll pretty much do it for this period. We'll be back to play the second period. Welcome back, hockey fans. We're here for the second period. The shot total after the first were 25 shots for the Miners, 9 for Montana Tech, with the Montana Tech leading 1-0. And the Miners start on the penalty kill here for the second period. Hopefully they can get something going. Miners start with Gordon, Turner, Kazumi, and Singer. And the Diggers counter with Holland, Delici, McCarthy, Elam, and Benoit. Just trying to figure out the time on the clock here and what remains on the penalty. Should have that figured out here in a second, and we'll be ready to go. Here we go. Gordon and Holland on the draw. So we're not quite there yet. There we go. Looks like we got things organized now. We're good. Yep. Yeah, if it's in color, we're good. Okay. All right, I think we're ready to go. And they drop the puck. The Miners have control of it. And chip it to the wall. There's Gordon battling against Davici and Elam. He's got it tied up along the wall. That pops back to Holland. Holland circling, puts it back up to Elam, goes across to Benoit. Benoit takes down his backhand, gains the line, and puts it down deep. He's bumped along the wall there by Kazumi. Puck gets by Davici and Singer. Back to Holland. Holland puts it back down low. The corner for Kazumi. Kazumi tries to go up the wall. That's knocked down by Benoit. Benoit deep in the corner, puts it over to Holland. Holland looking out front. Can't find a passing lane. He holds up, puts it across to Elam. Elam's got a lane. He puts it down low to Davici. Davici out front to McCarthy. Good kick save there by Greenway. Davici now. He cuts it to the front. He's knocked off stride there by the Miners, and they're able to clear it down the ice. Bent but didn't break. Good little save there by Greenway. Goalie stretch pass up to Davici. Davici tips it in at the line. Bumped there by Nielsen. Nielsen gathers the puck up, and he ices it out and knocked down by Elam. Elam gloves that one in the neutral zone, puts it up to Davici. Here's Holland now. Holland gains the zone, puts it across to Elam. Elam circling down the corner, puts it backhand down, looking for Delici. That's cleared by the Miners. McLennan in on Benoit. Benoit has the puck now behind his own net, and he waits to set up the breakout. Benoit, he leaves it there for Kelly. Kelly up the left wing, makes a move around Smitter, but Smitter is able to pick that one off. Kicks it outside the Miners line. Elam now. Elam to Benoit. Benoit over center, backhands it in deep. Watson's there, and the penalty's over. Schmidt can't quite handle that pass. He goes over his stick to Rack, and Rack is able to get it down low. Watson now. Watson behind his own net to Nielsen. Nielsen just ices that puck down. I don't think he realized the penalty was over. Got a bit of a screw up here on this icing call, as one linesman didn't realize it was hybrid icing. And that was looked like pretty much a tied race, and he called it anyway. So we're going to face off at center here. Shack and Mistel. Mistel wins that one back to battle, puts it across to Chatty. Chatty wheels back into his own end, tries to stretch it out to Poncelet. Out of his reach, but Buzzles in on the forecheck. Rack puts it up the wall to... That's picked off by Chatty. Chatty tries to put it in front to Buzzle. Out of his reach. Ash now. Ash gets it out of the zone. That's going all the way down. Icing's waved off. Poncelet's back. Takes a bump from Shack. Poncelet now. Poncelet skating it out of his own zone. Makes a move there around Kelly. Canes the line. Goes wide around Ash. He's got Mistel in front. Tries to get it out, but it hits a skate. Ash now. Ash has Mistel pressure in him. Mistel does a good job. Gets the puck loose, and Buzzle shoots a shot over the net. Here's Rack. Rack skating up ice. He's got Kelly with him on the far side. He just dumps that one in. They go off for a change. Here's Sanger now. Sanger for the Miners. Tries to find Pierce. Pierce can't get that. There's a big collision at the line. Biolcini and Pierce ran into one another, and they both went down. Diggers keep that one in at the blue line. The puck comes softly into the goal. He's able to cover that one up. Robertson and Keener. Robertson wins that one back down in the corner. There's Koizumi. He backhands it around behind the net to Singer. Singer's tied up by the Diggers player. Bellicini now. He puts it out in the middle, but there's nobody there. Picked off by Kazumi. Kazumi puts it up to Robertson. Robertson up with speed. Chips it around 55. He goes in and gets it now. He's behind the net. Tries a quick wraparound, but that's stopped by Rolfson. Diggers try to clear it, and he gets twisted up there in Sanger's feet, and he can't quite keep it in. Kazumi gets it back down and on goal. Rolfson directs that one to 55. 55 circles it out. He's got one hand on his stick. He's got pressure from behind. Puts it up ice. That's picked off by Nielsen and puts it back down deep. Nielsen again holds that into the line. He gets the puck to Turner. Turner, quick shot. That goes just wide. Sam was there, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Puck directed to the net. Turner tips it and goes up and over the glass. Gordon and Holland to the right of the Diggers goalie Rolfson. Gordon wins it, but the puck's bouncing around. Sam tries to put it back to Nielsen, but that's intercepted by McCarthy. Benoit circles now with the puck back in his own end. Gordon and Turner watching him. Turner goes in and bumps Benoit. Benoit one-hand pass up the wall to McCarthy. McCarthy's able to just get that one outside the line. Nielsen can't quite hold it. Oh, that's going to be offside. Sam didn't see Gordon trying to get out of the zone on the far side there and put him offside. Tie-up draw there in the feet. Gordon's able to poke it back to Turner. Turner gets it back to Nielsen, who puts it up the wall looking for Gordon. That goes off the stick of Elam down into the Diggers zone. Sam's on Benoit, but Benoit comes up with the puck, passes it to McCarthy. McCarthy takes a bump there. Here's Nielsen. Nielsen circling back. Takes a little toe drag, but he's the last man back. He turns that one over. Kelly's away. Good wheels there by Watson to get back and break that one up. He's able to turn it around. That's a 2-on-1 for the Miners. Back the other way. Sam crosses to Turner, but that skips over his stick into the corner. Watson tries to pass across. That's picked off by Kelly. Kelly's got a breakaway. He's in, takes a shot. Good blocker save there by Greenway. Watson now chips it up and out of the zone. Elam cross ice to Rack. Rack looking up ice. He finds Kelly. Kelly chips that one down deep. Watson with Delici watching him. He puts it back to Battle. Battle up the wall to McLennan. McLennan kicks it out. Looking for Schmideter. Here's McLennan off the wall. Lario in. Lario picks it up. Backhand just wide. Good chance there for the Miners, but they're not able to capitalize. Miners can't quite keep the puck in, but here's Lario now. Lario chips it around. Ash to Kazumi. Kazumi goes in trying to cut to the net. Puck comes loose. The goalie's able to cover that one up. .14:02 here to go in the second period. Still 1-0 Montana Tech. Shacken against Schmideter. Diggers get control off the draw. Little scramble action there. Schmideter was able to chip that puck, got through to the goalie, but he knocked that to the side. Here's Lario now. Lario looking to put it back to Nielsen. Nielsen gets a shot through, scores! Quick shot there by Sanger. Gets all the way through traffic. I don't think the goalie saw that one either. Tie game, 1-1, Leo Sanger. Mistel wins the draw back to Battle. Battle puts a backhand up the wall looking for Poncelet, but that's intercepted. Here's Buzzle. Buzzle tries to find Poncelet, and that one's off target. Here's one chips that one hard down into the Miners zone, down behind the net. Chatty picks it up. He goes back up the wall to where Poncelet is. Poncelet bumps his guy, knocks him down. Chatty picks up the loose puck. Skates up ice. He's got Mistel with him and Buzzle. Chatty tries a shot that goes off a stick. Mistel down low, tries to put it up front. That goes off the skate into the corner. Diggers are able to clear that one off the wall and out of their zone. Miners pick it up in neutral zone, put it right back down deep. Rolson leaves it for his defenseman, who puts that one back into the corner. Out in the middle now to Keener. Keener gets it out into neutral zone. Chatty picks it off, puts it right back into the zone. Buzzle now. Buzzle tries to find Robertson down low. The puck's bouncing. Buzzle back to Nielsen. Nielsen, quick wrist shot. That hits Price. He goes down. Here's one. He's skating up ice. Gets the center line and dumps it down deep. Watson back to pick that up in the corner. He stops. Quick move behind his net. Evading traffic. Price gets out, but he can't handle the pass. Puts that one back out into danger zone. Here's Watson now. Watson tries to put it up the wall to Robertson. That goes off his stick. Kept in by Benoit. Benoit tries a quick move around Pierce. He has the puck in the corner. Loses it in his feet. Tries to put it out in front again now. Price picks that one off, and he's looking up ice for Pierce. And that goes off the stick up into the Miners bench. Robertson and Holland here in the neutral zone in front of the Miners bench. And Robertson wins that one with some help from Price. Price puts it back to Singer, who the goal scorer. He dumps it in. Benoit's back with Robertson watching him. Benoit now. Benoit backhands that one up the wall looking for McCarthy. McCarthy's tied up, but that puck gets off the wall and out of the Miners zone, or out of the Digger zone. Here is Kazumi. Kazumi goes up the wall to Pierce, and he kind of stumbles, but the puck gets past him and out of the zone. Diggers circle back in their zone. Here's Benoit. Benoit looking way up ice for Holland. That's picked off by Sanger and puts it back to Sam. Sam takes a bump from Benoit. Miners get it back in the zone, but it's kind of bouncing around. A little bit more physical here on this play. That's whistled down by the referee. Be a face-off down to the right of Rolfson in the Diggers' territory. Gordon taking the draw against Shaq. And Shaq wins that draw. Rack tries to put it off the glass. That takes a funny bounce. Gordon keeps it low, gets it to Sam. Sam puts it back to Chatty. Chatty's there. He tries the shot, blocked in front. Scrambling around, gets it back into the wall. Diggers get it out of the zone. Here's Battle. Battle finds Sam. Sam's in. Puts it across to Turner. Turner goes in. He gets a quick shot. Blockered away by Rolfson. Quick little shot there by Turner, but the goalie was up for it. The tie-up draw. Diggers get that one. Gordon's able to poke it back to Battle, but that's intercepted by Shaq. Shaq tries to stretch a pass up there, but he fanned on it. Gordon comes back to help out his defenseman. Tries to clear it out, but Ash keeps it in. Puck gets into the feet of Chatty, and he's able to get it out of the zone. He was looking for Turner. Turner takes a run at Rack. They've kind of gone back and forth at one another this last game and a half. Here's Chatty. Chatty going around the net looking for his D partner. He finds him. But that gets poked away by Keener. Keener puts it down low, and that to Chatty. Chatty loses control of that. Now the Miners are able to get it out. 2-on-1. 3-on-1. Sam. Back to Chatty. Chatty shoots, scores! Nice shot there by Chatty. Beats the goalie over the blocker on the 3-on-1. That's 2-1 Miners. Schmidt wins the draw with help from McLennan. D-men go back and forth. Watson tries to get it up to Schmidt off his stick. Watson gets it back and is able to dump it down into Digger territory. Lario on the forecheck against Elam. That puck skips over the stick of Nielsen back down into the neutral zone. Schmidt circles, tries to find McLennan, but that's read by Benoit, and he's in 1-on-1. He gets puck through Nielsen's feet, but it's just a little bit too far for him to reach to get a shot off. Quick shot there from the point from Elam, but Greenway sees that all the way and is able to catch it and hold on. Schmidt wins that draw away from McCarthy back to Singer. Singer goes around the wall to McLennan. McLennan, he's bumped along the wall, but help comes in and gets chipped it up high. That's kept in by the Diggers. Now Singer tries to clear. Elam kicks that one down. Lario's there with him. Puck's in their feet. Puck comes loose to Singer. Goes cross ice to McLennan through his feet up in the neutral zone. Chips it past and takes on after it. Gets a step, puts it out front to Lario. Good save by Rolfson. Rolfson, great save there. Lario on his butt, puts it back down low in the corner to Schmidt. Back to Lario. Lario's bumped off the puck there by Holland. Holland up to Kelly. Kelly tries a nifty little move around Kazumi. Hits his foot. Singer's there. He tries to go D-to-D, but his partner was up ice. Singer, good battle in the corner with Kelly. Watson comes in to give him a hand. Here's Singer now. Singer up the wall. Chips it around McCarthy. Intercepted by Beer, who puts it right back down off a leg. Kazumi circles. Holland's on him. Kazumi around to Lario. Lario takes a bump from Keener. Puck's in his feet. Boys are poking at this one. Needs to get moved. There's Lario now. Lario tries to kick it up the wall to Schmidt, but he's pinned by McKay. McKay kicks that one back to the point to 55. He's the goal scorer for the Diggers. Fake shot there. He's able to pull it down low, put it out front, but nobody's stick was able to touch that one. Miners come away with speed. Lario tries to hit Schmidt. Schmidt chips it by Delici, but he's bumped. 55. He tries to stretch it out to Shaq, but that misses him, goes all the way down. That'll be an icing call. $7:59 here to go in the second period, and it's 2-1 Miners. Face off to the left of Rolfson, down in Digger territory. It's going to be Mistel facing off against Delici. Miners get control off the draw. Battle, quick shot, hits a leg in front. Delici looks like that one stung. He keeps going. There's Battle putting it back down low. Shaq picks it up for the Diggers. Oh, Poncelet comes in hot, but he just misses him, just takes out the stick. Battle tried to keep that one in, but just outside the blue line. Puck comes back down to Chatty. Chatty stretches it out to Buzzle. Buzzle tries to get that puck in, but he kind of fans on that one. Mistel circles back, gets it to Battle. Battle cross ice to Pierce. Pierce in one-on-one. Quick shot. That's saved by Rolfson. Rolfson's just taking his time here because he can. Got his helmet off down there. There's Robertson now. Robertson wins it back to Watson. Watson gets a lane, gets that shot through, but Rolfson's there to glove it down. We're going to do that face-off all over again. Keener and Robertson. Robertson wins it clean back to Watson, but it hops over his stick out of the line. The Miners are going to have to reset. Now they go, back in on the forecheck. Ash circles behind his net, puts it up the wall to Keener. Keener just chips that one out into no man's land, but Pierce intercepts and gets it back down low. Ash looking for somewhere to go, chips it to his partner. On the wall, he takes a bump there by the Price, I believe. Here goes Rack now. Rack, he gets it up to the center and dumps it in. Greenway out to stop that. He tries to put it back around the wall to Watson, but that hits a leg. Robertson in on Rack. Rack takes a bump from Price. Nielsen around the net to Watson. Watson looking up for Pierce. Pierce has it now. He leaves it out for Robertson. Robertson with speed down the wall. Got some pushing and shoving here at the bench. Nothing coming of that, though. Here's Keener now. Keener chips it off the wall down into Miner territory. Watson retrieves the puck behind his own net. Keener's watching him. Watson puts it up the wall to Sam. Sam looking cross ice for Turner. Turner chasing it after Benoit, chips it back up the wall to Holland, who gets it out of the zone. Now Singer. Singer, he does a quick stop, but Kelly reads that, and he's right on top of him. Watson looking up ice for Gordon. Gordon to Turner. Turner gets the line. He goes wide, tries to put the puck on net. That goes off a skate down behind the net. Puck's still down there, but no one seems to know where it is. Here's Sam now. Sam back for Kazumi. Kazumi cross ice to Singer. Quick shot from Singer. That gets through, kicked away. Turner now. Turner back out front, but that misses everybody. Gets picked off by McCarthy. McCarthy puts it to Kelly. Kelly coming down the right wing with speed. Looks for a quick shot, but that gets off the foot of Kazumi and goes wide of the net. Puck's in the neutral zone now, backhanded down by Benoit. Diggers are changing. Greenway puts it back in the corner for Singer. Goes through his feet. He has to circle back, and he ends up just icing the puck. 5:02 to go. Will be a face-off back down in Miners territory to the right of Greenway. Gordon settles in for the face-off. Miners win that one with help from Sam coming in off the wing. He gets that one, chip past McKay to the neutral zone here. We got Sam on the wall, puts it out to Gordon. Gordon to Turner. Turner kicks that puck back. He drops it back for Sam, but he misses him. Delici puts that one up to Shaq. Sanger stepped up and hit Delici there, and he's kind of slow. He's coming off to the bench now. I think that one winded him. Gordon chips that one off the wall looking for Turner, but it's intercepted by Rack. Rack keeps it down low. That puck comes now out of Miner territory. Diggers get that one back now. Rack puts it in. He takes a bump from Sanger. Puck gets out of the line. Beer chasing it back. Beer circles, looking up ice. He's got Bellicini. Bellicini tips that one down, battles back for it. He puts the puck up the wall to Lario. Lario leaves it for Gordon. Gordon finds Schmideter. Schmideter up the wall. He's got Chatty behind him. He takes a quick shot. Kicked away by Rolfson. Schmideter now, he's pinned down in the corner by two Diggers. Diggers get control of the puck. Get it across ice. Battle now. Battle gets control. He takes a quick shot through traffic. Hits a leg. Schmideter now again. Back to Chatty. Chatty gets that shot through. That's stopped by Rolfson. Schmideter settles in against Keener. He wins that draw clean. Back to Chatty. Chatty walks the line, puts it back down to Schmideter. Cross ice to McLennan. McLennan gets that shot, but it's off a stick. Chatty keeps it in. Battle now. Battle looking for somewhere to go. He walks it in, leaves it there for Schmideter. Schmideter circling back. Chatty now. Chatty back on the wall. Doesn't quite get all the way to Schmideter. It's intercepted by the Diggers, and they chip it out. Greenway now, he just covers that up. Content to have a face-off. Move the face-off down here to the left of Greenway. Looks like we've got Holland against Mistel, or nope, it'll be Buzzell. Buzzell wins that face-off back to Watson. Watson's got pressure on him, he spins off. They try to chip it out, but kept in by Benoit. Benoit goes down the wall, takes a bump from Buzzell. Watson comes in to help him, tries to go around it, but comes out in front. Greenway's able to hold on to that as Benoit got a quick shot away in the slot. Good pressure there from the Diggers, getting a chance out in the middle. Played a much heavier game today, a little more tough along the wall. Taking a little while for the Miners to adjust to this different brand here. Not the same team they played against last night. Buzzell wins that one. Watson back to Nielsen. Nielsen all the way around looking for Poncelet. Poncelet, he's racing after that beats out the icing. Benoit now. Benoit get a stick on that. Buzzell leaves it out front. Mistel in. Oh, he shoots that one just over the net. Good chance there from Mistel, but he couldn't quite tuck it in. Diggers flick that one high, and it goes all the way down the ice. Got a couple players down here talking along the wall. Looks like Poncelet and Benoit, but nothing's going to come of that, it doesn't look like. Tie-up draw there. Diggers come away with it. Here's Kelly. Kelly coming in on Watson. He tries to chip that one through his feet, but it hits a leg and goes offside. There's a late hit now. Watson doesn't like that as McCarthy came in. A little bit of pushing and shoving. Benoit and Pierce are holding on to each other, having some words. Two big boys. Now to figure out what's going on here. Pierce is headed to the box. Looks like we're going to be Miners shorthanded here for 2. Just the one guy in the box. So we had Diggers power play. Diggers win the draw. Here's Elam now. Elam with the puck. He puts it down low to McCarthy. McCarthy back to Elam. Elam looking cross ice. He finds Benoit. Benoit back to Elam. He's a one-timer. That doesn't get all the way through. Hits a leg in front. McCarthy back to Elam. He's looking for that shot. Puts it across to Benoit. Benoit rips it. That goes off something off to the side of the net. Back to Elam. Elam keeps it in. Tries to find McCarthy. Picked off there by Kazumi, who's able to clear it all the way down. Gordon on the forecheck. Circles back. Directing traffic back in his own end. Benoit. Benoit leaves for Elam. Gordon gets a stick on that pass. Here's Gordon. Leaves it over for Nielsen. Nielsen finds Turner. Turner's got a part break. Here we go. Turner in. He shoots. Oh, blocker save there by Rolfson. Nice quick awareness there from Nielsen to find Turner. Send him in for a quick little breakaway. But Rolfson was ready with the blocker and knocked it up over the glass. Robertson wins that draw, but it hits the referee's skate and goes back to possession of the Diggers. Here's Rack. Up to Delici. Delici wheeling up ice. Goes in wide. Nice little move. Takes a backhand. Stopped by Greenway. Good pad save there by the young guy. Miners clear that down, and Rack's got it now in his own end. Waiting for his teammates to set up the breakout. Here's Delici. Delici's loses control. That's picked off now by McLennan. McLennan shoots. That goes up over the net all the way around. Robertson's able to keep that one back down low. McLennan's alone on the far wall, and he's content to circle that out and kill some time. Leaves it back in his own end for Sanger. Sanger dumps it all the way back down to kill the clock on this power play. Rack puts it up to Keener. Keener bumps his man. Holland comes in and bumps Sanger, but the Miners are able to dump it all the way down. Now Rack circling up. He fires it cross ice looking for Kelly. Puck bounces over his stick. Sanger circles in, takes a bump from Kelly, makes a move. Penalty's over. Back to even strength. Schmideter puts it up to Lario. Lario around Elam. Back out front to Schmideter. Scores! Nice goal by Schmideter. He's able to get a stick on that and rip it up underneath the bar. Nice play by Lario and Schmideter to get that one to go. That makes it 3-1 for the Miners.
Can't be on camera. Is it on camera? I hope so. It looked like it was really delayed on there, so I don't know.
17 seconds to go here, and it's 3-1. Miners get that control off the draw. Sam chips it around Elam. Elam's able to get the stick on that and knock it into the corner. Sam goes to work, though. He gets knocked down. Miners pinch down. That's Battle. Battle puts it across to Chatty. Chatty takes a quick shot. Scores! His second of the game. Nice rip up over the glove and over the shoulder of Rolson. Chatty with his second of the game. Two quick goals from the Miners. That's going to take the wind out of the sails of this Montana Tech team. .3 seconds left on the clock when that one went in. I guess we're going to call that there. So we will see you back for the third period. It is 4-1 hockey game. Welcome back for the third period. There's current shots after 2 periods. The Miners 34, the Diggers 13. Current score is 4-1 for the Miners as we get ready to face off here for the third period. Diggers start off with the Holland line, and the Miners start out with the Buzzell line. Diggers gain control. Elam goes across to Benoit, who chips it up to Kelly. That goes out of his reach, and Battle is back for the puck. McCarthy's on him. He's able to knock it free. There's Holland. Holland looking across for Kelly. Kelly backhand. Stopped by Greenway. Flicked out by Chatty. Doesn't quite get past Benoit. Benoit, a little toe drag into his own feet. Quick shot. That hits a leg, but it gets through. The Diggers score. I believe Kelly was the one who banged that one in on a nice little toe drag move off the wall from Benoit to get the puck in front. That's 4-2 now. Miners change up their forward line. They've got Gordon's line back out there now. Holland wins the puck back to Benoit. Benoit is a Turner watching him. Puck goes into his feet, but he's able to flick it up. Kelly loses a handle on the wall. Puck bouncing, gets it out to Sam. Sam tries to go wide around Elam. Sam tries to center it out in front, but he gets a stick on that, knocked back into the corner. Miners digging away. Sam gets it back to Singer. Singer puts it on net. Rebound. Backhand by Gordon, saved by Rolfson. Miners get a little bit of pressure back going down in the Diggers territory after letting that early goal go in the third period here. Diggers win the puck control. Rack gets bumped by Turner in the corner. Sam tries to put that one back to the point, but it hits the skate of McKay. Eventually gets back to Kazumi. Kazumi tries the shot. That gets caught in traffic there on the way to the net. Turner spinning off of it. He's stick battling down low with Ash, but the puck comes free to Kazumi, who tries to dump it down into the corner, and Shaq knocks that down and is able to flick it back down the ice all the way into Miners zone, and that's going to be icing. Diggers win the draw there. Watson knocks it down, puts it back to Nielsen. Nielsen back to Watson. McKay's watching him. Watson tries to get it through, but that gets lost in his skate. Delici gets a shot. Rebound put in by Shaq. It's 2 quick goals by the Diggers. All of a sudden, it's 4-3. Shaq on the loose puck rebound. Kind of a weird one there. His puck got caught in skates at the blue line, and all of a sudden it was odd man rush down low for the Diggers, and they were able to capitalize. Delici now. He carries it into the Miners zone. Battle has it. He puts it around the wall looking for McLennan. McLennan gets a stick on that. Gets caught up in some skates. He eventually gets out of the line. Lario chips that through. Here's Schmitter. Oh, good diving play there by McKay to knock the puck off the stick of Schmitter as he was in by himself. Schmitter back out to the slot looking for Lario, but it's out of his reach. Gets back to Chatty. Chatty walking backwards. Finds Schmitter on the wall. Schmitter looking out front. Quick shot goes all the way back wide and out of the zone. Battle circling back now with Chatty, the two of them. Chatty with speed. Puts it up ice. The two Diggers players hit together there at center. They look to be okay though. Turns into an icing for the Miners on that stretch pass attempt. Smitterter settles in for the face-off against Keener. Smitterter wins that one clean. Back to Chatty. Chatty goes around the wall to Lario. Elam's watching him, but Lario's able to get it out of the zone. There's nobody on that far wing. Benoit gets it up to 25. 25 gets it. He's bumped down by Pierce. Here's Price. Back to Singer. Singer across the Battle. Battle looking at ice. He sees the line change. Tries to hit Robertson. Robertson gets a stick on that, but it's not enough to get it deep. Picked off by the Diggers. Here's Pierce. Pierce with it now. The puck's poked through his feet. Back to Singer, who just dumps it down into the zone. Price in on the forecheck. Robertson comes out and puts out front to Pierce, but just misses him. Puck gets past Kazumi and out to now to Singer. Singer up the wall looking for Price. Puck gets through to the Diggers, Benoit, and he just dumps it back down. Kazumi to Pierce. Pierce tries to leave it for Robertson, but Elam stepped up and picked that off. Here's Kazumi now. Kazumi dumps it in deep. Bumped down in the corner there. Holland comes in to help out. Mistel's got in there now. Puck comes loose to McCarthy. McCarthy gets it out of the zone. Looking up for McKay. He gets bumped along the wall by Kazumi. Singer now behind his own net. Bounce it off the wall around Kelly. Watson to Robertson. Can't handle that pass. Poncelet. Poncelet with pressure on him. Diggers have life here. Buzzell now. Buzzell up the wall. He's bumped off the puck there by McCarthy. Gets it back. Here's Poncelet down in the corner. Puts it out in front in the slot. That's off a stick high up in the air. Watson pinches down and keeps that alive. Tries to find someone in front. Poncelet now. Poncelet, he takes quick shot. That goes high and wide around the net to Watson. Watson, quick shot through traffic, gets through. Pad save by Greenway. Scramble puck, and it gets cleared out of the zone. That's going to be icing. We're going to have a face-off at center here because they called that icing even though the goalie, Greenway, came out and played that one. Shack settles and take the face-off against Robertson, or Gordon. Gordon wins that one. Nielsen puts it across to his partner, Watson, who sends it up to Turner. Turner tries to direct that one down deep into Digger territory, but Rack was able to pick that one off and send it back down. Watson now circles back. He's got McKay's on him. Gordon comes in to help him, puts it over to Nielsen. Nielsen tries to go back behind McKay, but he hits his leg. Now gets out through to Turner. Turner one-on-one with Rack. Sam busting hard to the net. Rack plays him well and pushes him back. Here's Sam now. Sam cross ice to Chatty with a one-timer. That goes wide. Puck's down behind to Turner. Turner tries to go out front, but nobody's there. Here's Shack. Shack gains line and gets it down deep and goes after it. He wins that race, but Greenway comes out smartly and chips it to the corner. Schmitter now. Schmitter to Turner. Turner up to Sam. Sam across the line. Leaves it there for Chatty. Chatty takes it wide, takes a quick shot, misses the net high and wide. Here's Shack. Shack loses that to Schmitter. Schmitter with speed back in his own end. Nice little, quick little stick handle there and leaves it for Lario. Lario now, he's blaring up the wall. Up through the middle. Cuts it across, passes it over to Schmitter. Schmitter chips around his man, but he can't quite gain control on the other side. McKay gets it out of the zone, chips it past Battle and goes after it. Oh, that's Keener, not McKay. Keener on the fort. Aberle takes a bump. Elam gets a shot through, and that's tipped to the side by Chatty. Loose puck comes to Lario. Backhands it across to Smither, and he's content just to jump that in. Go off for a change. Rolfson freezes that up for a face-off. 13:48 to go here in the third period. 4-3 Miners. Robertson and Holland on the draw to the right of Rolfson. Robertson wins that one back. Here's Kazumi. He gets the shot through, hits the leg just in front. It comes out of the line. Singer gets it back down low. He takes a bump from McCarthy, which he didn't really appreciate. Benoit spins down off of Price's forecheck, but he's able to get it up to Kelly. Kelly's able to get it out of the zone. Singer now. Singer over to Kazumi. Kazumi stretches it up the wall to Pierce. Pierce can't handle that stretch pass, and it gets down to Elam, who fires it around the boards. Singer gets it, puts it down on net, blocked by Benoit. Benoit now skating it up ice. Big defenseman takes a nice little inside-out move. That's poked away now by Singer. Singer back up to Pierce. Pierce gains the line. Puts it over to looking for Robertson, but it was just kind of between Robertson and Price. Robertson gets crunched down behind the wall by two Diggers players, and he didn't like that one. Looks like he's coming off to the bench. Greenway stops that behind the net, puts it up to Watson. Watson finds Poncelet at the blue line. Poncelet saw that hit coming, and he's able to step into him and knock him down. Mistel alone. Can't quite get the shot. The goalie's knocked down. Get the puck out front. Watson now. Watson, quick shot. That's blocked in front by Shaq. Shaq chips it to the side. Gets over the line, but Nielsen's there to dump it right back down again. Rolfson stops it behind the net. Leaves it for Rack. Rack's got pressure. Puts it up the wall to Delici. Delici's checked by Nielsen. Nielsen puts it down into the corner. Here's Rack again. Rack puts it over to McKay. McKay leaves it for Shaq. Shaq finds Delici. Delici up through the middle. He backhands it down into Miners' zone. Greenway steps out and puts it in the corner to Watson. Sam chips that along the wall to Buzzle. Watson to Sam. 2-on-1. Sam shoots. Blocker save. Rebound. Turner. Stopped by Rolfson. Another good chance there by the Miners, but Rolfson's on fire here tonight. All right, here's Gordon. Gordon up against Keener on this draw to the right of Rolfson. Roberts wins that draw, but Benoit gets the puck now, and he tries to clear it, but it's kept in at the line by Chatty. Puts it down low to Turner. Turner, quick one, blockered away by Rolfson. McKay tries to clear that one, hits number one. One's able to clear it. Chatty circles back, puts it cross ice to Battle. Battle up to Gordon. Gordon up to Sam. Sam's skating it up ice, gets a blue line, puts it over to Turner. Turner takes a bump in the corner. Puck goes into his feet. He's able to work it along the wall. Battle pinches in, puts it in the front. Nobody there. Here's Gordon. Gordon puts it right back down into Digger territory and goes for a line change. Benoit now. Benoit looking up ice. Circles back behind his net. Didn't see anything he liked. He's got pressure. Knocked down. McLennan. McLennan takes a big hit there from Benoit. They're up there in a pile. Benoit has the puck. McLennan's slow to get up. He's still down in the corner. He's up now. Here, Elam now. Elam sends that one out, trying to stretch it for Holland. But he misses him. Singer's there. Holland makes a bump along the wall. Greenway reaches back and gets a glove on that. 10:25 here to go in the third period. Still 4-3 Miners. But the Diggers have come out playing the body. Scored two quick ones early in the third to make this a tight game. Holland loses that draw to Gordon. Watson puts it around the wall. It comes up to Price, but it goes just past him. Beer can't keep it in either. So it goes all the way back down into the zone. 55 makes the play, but Watson keeps it in at the line. 55 tries to clear it, hits the referee. Here's Pierce now. Pierce tries to find Gordon, but it goes off a skate to Nielsen. Nielsen tries a quick shot. That goes through the goalie's legs and hits a post. Watson's there to keep the puck in. 55 puts it up the wards to Kelly. Kelly puts it out in the middle to McCarthy. McCarthy tries to find Holland, but it's out of his reach and goes all the way down for icing. Beer's trying to go off. He's tired. Doesn't want to get caught here to go back on for the icing. That was close. The puck got through Rolfson out the backside, but it hit the post. Miners want to take advantage of this tired Diggers line. Buzzle can't win the draw there against Holland. He bumps Beer in the corner. Poncelet digs it out, finds Mistel in the slot, but he gets the puck poked away from him. Kelly flying down the right wing. He's got the D-man turned the wrong way, but the ref kind of gets in the way. Miners turn the other way. Here's Buzzle. Buzzle gets the zone, drops it back to Mistel. Mistel, quick shot, gloved by Rolfson. Poncelet in there having a chat with these Diggers players. We got Smitter, Lario, and Sam out there, I think. Oh no, it's Turner. Smitter, Turner, and Larry and Sam. Sam now behind the net. Puts it back to the point to Chatty. Chatty walks the line. Nice on his backhand. Backdoor. One-timer, scores. Nice little play by Chatty. Put it across to Sam. One-time that one, and it beat Rolfson. It's a big goal there. Digger's been putting some pressure on. Darius. Diggers win the draw, but Turner gets a stick on the puck there and chips it down. Sam circles back at the line. Turner was a little bit inside, so he had to wait. Here's Battle now. Battle looks up. He tries to get that pass through, but it hits a leg. Here's Chatty. Chatty back to Battle. Battle tries to put it up the boards to Sam, but it goes past him all the way through to Ash. Ash across the rack, tries to find Delici. That's picked off by Battle, who gets it right back down into Digger territory. Ash back for the puck. Puts it around the rack. Ash chips it past the Miners forecheck out of the zone. Kazumi up to Sam. Sam tips it looking for Turner, but it missed him. Picked off by the defenseman. Here's Benoit now. Benoit with the puck. He puts it up the wall. That bounces over the stick of Kazumi. Singer to Lario. Lario's being watched by Delici. Delici has it, puts it out front, tries to find Holland. That's knocked away by Kazumi. Singer gets it. Circles back in his own zone. Looks up ice. Finds Schmidt. Schmidt can't quite handle that pass. McCarthy's there. Puts it to Elam. Elam over to Benoit. Benoit takes a bump from Lario. Benoit gets it to Holland, who puts it across to Kelly. Kelly's chasing after it. Greenway puts that back net for Singer. Singer to... Oh, that's a big hit there along the wall. McCarthy's there. He's battling for the puck with Holland. Holland gets it, tries to look out front. That's knocked away by the defenseman. Elam is on Lario. Lario takes a bump from McCarthy. Lario's there now with Kelly. They're kicking the puck along the boards. Lario keep working it, chips it up. It's pinned along the wall by Elam. A lot of slow board work down here. It finally comes loose here. Kelly's shot, gloved by Greenway. 7:10 to go. 5-3 Miners. Keener and Smitter. Smitter wins that one back. Watson up the wall to Pierce. Pierce can't quite control that one, but he's able to get a stick on it and up to Smithiter. Smithiter's got Watson beside him and Price on the other side. Watson back tries to find Smithiter, but Pierce has it. Pierce hands through. The puck goes through and gets right into the goalie. Goalie squeezes that one and stops it. There you go. Face off now to the left of Rolfson. Keener and Schmidter again. Tie up draw. Miners get it. Quick shot by Schmidter. That's stopped there by Rolfson. Little pushing and shoving in front. Price is involved. Looks like Price is getting a penalty here. I don't know if it's just him or one off each side. I'm not sure. Looks like Price for slash. Maybe chop the goalie there, I think, maybe is what the call is. Got him on the glove, I believe. So the Diggers will be going to the power play with 6:49 to go. Miners up 5-3. The Holland power play unit is out there. So Holland, McCarthy, and Delici with Elam and Benoit. McLennan gets that and ices the puck. Rolfson tries to stop it, but it kind of hopped over his stick. Benoit circles back and sets up the Digger breakout. Puts it across on the wing to Elam. Elam across to McCarthy. That bounces over his stick, and Gordon gets that, sends it back down. McLennan's in on the forecheck there. Benoit's got it. McLennan gives him a bump. Elam now. Elam for the Diggers. Waiting for the breakout to set up. Here's Elam. Looks across, tries to find Benoit, but he misses him with the pass. Goes all the way down to Greenway, who leaves it for Nielsen. Nielsen tries to chip it behind Holland, but he's able to pinch off the wall and keep the battle down low. Here's Elam now. Elam back down to Holland. Holland has that chipped away by Watson. Watson tries to clear, but he kind of doesn't get enough on it. There's Holland looking out for Benoit. He finds him. Benoit over to Gordon. Gordon to Elam. Elam back down to Holland. Holland. Benoit. Quick one-timer. Pad saved by Greenway. Gordon gets the rebound all the way down the ice and relieves that. 50 seconds to go here in the power play. Elam sets up. Waiting for his teammates. Finds Benoit. Benoit weaving through the middle. Across the line. Takes it by himself. Tries a backhand. He gets knocked off stride. Chatty with Kelly watching him. Chatty takes body position away and pins that puck against the wall. Holland gets it. Backhand. Saved by Greenway. 19 seconds to go. 5:07 left in the third. Still 5-3 Miners. Shack's out there with Kelly, and I can't see the number of the other winger. There's Turner. Turner battles through and gets that puck cleared. He's in a race with Ash. Rolfson comes out to play it and puts it up the boards to Rack. Rack around the corner. Looking up ice, finds Kelly. Kelly's able to get it down deep, but he takes a bump at the line. Ash gets it, and we're all even up here now. Kazumi tries to clear, but he fans on it. Tipped in front by Kelly just over the net. Miners try and clear that. It's kept in by Rack. Rack makes a mover on Schmidter. Backdoor, scores! Puck bounced out, backdoor. And McKay buried it into an empty net. We're 5-4 now with 4:31 remaining in the third. Gordon settles in for the draw against Shaq. Miners win control. Here's Nielsen. Looks up for Lario, who tips it in deep. The Miners go on the forecheck. Gordon's in deep. Puts it out front. Knocked away by Rolfson. Sam now. Back to the point to Watson. Watson tries a shot. Hits traffic. Down in the corner. Rack tries to clear. Gets past Lario to McKay. McKay puts it across to Delici. He's got it in his feet. Back to his stick. Tries a quick shot. He's knocked off stride by Nielsen. That puck's going to get out of the zone to Elam. Elam just fires it back down. Watson picks it up. He's waiting for his teammates to set up. Finds Lario. Lario up the left wing wall. Tries to get past Benoit, but Benoit caught him with a hard hit. Lario's slow to get up. That one stung him. He's working his way back across slowly to the Miners bench. Elam tries a quick stretch pass. That's intercepted by the Miners. Gordon chips that one up the wall. Back into the territory of the Diggers. Here's Elam now. Elam to Benoit. Benoit looking for somewhere to go with it. He just puts a soft pass up into no man's land. Chatty has it now. Chatty puts it across to McLennan. McLennan finds Smittiter. Smittiter gains the line. Cuts back. Kelly's there. Smittiter down low looking for McLennan, but he peeled back off. Here's Battle. Battle pinching in. Diggers try and flick that out of the zone, but it goes up over the glass into the netting. And we're going to have a face-off down to the left of the Digger goalie. The Miners send out Gordon, Sam, and Turner, Battle, and Chatty for this big face-off down in Digger territory. And the Diggers get control of off the face-off here. Elam battling along the wall. He can't quite get it out. That's intercepted by the Miners. They're digging along the wall, and Diggers are able to get a hold of that and chip it out. Diggers clear the zone, or Miners clear the zone. Diggers have it. Elam tries to ice it. That's knocked down by Turner. Turner goes after it. He's got it down deep in the line. Puts it out front. Tries to pass out for Gordon. That goes off the stick of Rollison. Chatty back to Sam. There's Sam. Quick backdoor pass to Turner. He had the open net, but he fanned on it. He tries to put it back here to Battle, but Battle couldn't handle that pass. McCarthy's all over him. Battle now working through the stick checks of McCarthy. Leaves it for Chatty. Has it. That's going to be a penalty on the Diggers for hooking. He was all over him there, all the way around the net. So with 2:08 to go in the third, Miners go to the power play up 5-4. Well, Lario's back on the ice. That's good to see. Hopefully he was just winded on that hit. Benoit did catch him pretty solid. We got Lario, Turner, Pierce, Nielsen, and Sanger out there on the power play for the Miners. And the Miners get control. Nielsen leaves it for Sanger. Sanger down to Lario. Back to Nielsen. Nielsen, quick shot, gets it through traffic. That's swallowed up by Rolfson. His goalies, if he sees the puck, he's been stopping it. Turner in for this face-off. Diggers get control, but Miners win the puck battle, and Nielsen puts it back down into the corner. Pierce with pressure on him down low. Gets it back to Nielsen, who puts it across to Singer. Singer down to Lario. Lario, stick handles out, tries a backhand pass soft in front, but it gets knocked away by the Diggers. Singer circling back. Backhand pass over to Nielsen, puts it across to Turner. Turner through the middle, leaves it for Singer. Back to Nielsen, off his skate. Back to Singer. Down low to Lario. Lario tries a one-touch pass to Turner, but he kind of fanned on that. Loose puck on the wall. Here's Lario. Lario back to Singer. Singer down to Nielsen. Nielsen tries a quick shot, blockered away. Nielsen back to Pierce. Pierce off the wall, out front, scores! Nice pass by Pierce, finds Lario backdoor. Tap that one in for an insurance marker on the power play. 6-4 Miners with 1:09 remaining in the third. Holland wins that puck. Poked away from Sam there by Elam. Miners get it back down deep. Holland leaves it for Benoit. Elam kicks it up to Benoit. Benoit ices it up to Kelly. Kelly backhand down into the Miners territory. Shack goes in hard on the forecheck. Singer blows the wheel, gets out front. Holland shoots just wide. I think Greenway got a piece of that one just to deflect it out of the zone. Empty net now for the Diggers. 6-on-5. Greenway catches that one on a hot shot from Benoit. So we're going to have a little 6-on-5 here for the last 37.7 seconds of the third period. The Miners up by 2, 6-4. Diggers win the draw. Get a quick shot off there, but Holland just missed it. Benoit's able to keep that puck alive. The puck comes out in the middle. It's a little scramble in front, but Gordon gets it back into the corner. Quickly thrown out in front by the Diggers, but just out of their reach. Offside. The puck just got outside the blue line. Benoit just tried to one-time it at the line, but it was just out. Nielsen, killing time. He takes a bump behind the net from Delici. Holland throws a hit on Watson there, and we got a whistle. What do we got going on? We got a penalty looking like Delici. Delici, 2 minutes for roughing. So we're going to go Miners back to the power play. Goalie back into the net. 7.6 to go. Miners trying to decide which side they want to take the face-off on. They go over to the right. Gordon's strong side. Gordon up against Holland. Puck comes back to Battle. He tries to put it back down in the corner. That's intercepted. Deflected out to Chatty. He tries a quick shot, goes off the pad, and that'll be it. That'll be the end of the game. Miners hold on to win that one 6-4 against the Montana Tech Diggers. That makes it 5 straight preseason wins for the Miners and go into the regular season on a high next weekend. Thanks for joining us, and we'll catch you next weekend.